Hey Christian, this is Ryan here at G-Force. Just going to go over your SC1 with you. Got your carbs out. Carbs are over in the solvent tank soaking. Got your jet soaking there. I'll go ahead and get those all cleaned up. Got that front tire on for you. Just checking it over. Got your battery, new battery. You can see over on the charger there. Just checking it over for you here. I see you got leaking fork seals. They're leaking actually pretty good. It's not like they're just starting. They've been leaking for a while and they're leaking pretty good. You can see all that stuff down the fork. All that black stuff's fork fluid. You can see, and they're both leaking really good. You can see the brake pads are saturated and a little saturated in oil, so I'd recommend replacing those when you do the fork seals. Checking the oil here. Oil is black, so I would recommend an oil change. I would recommend replacing that fuel filter, which we'll go ahead and just do since we're doing the carbs. It's a good idea to just replace that fuel filter. We'll go ahead and replace that for you. Also drain the fuel in the tank with some fresh fuel in it for you. Recommend at least some sort of a minor service. You can see the chain, it's pretty rusty, so we'd recommend at least, like I said, getting that service, that would include in the minor cables and pivots. They're all just pretty dry. There's no lube on them, nothing. So that you can see this thing, you can hear it making noise right there, where it's basically just because it's so dry. The cable's so dry, the pivot's so dry. So I would recommend at least like a minor on it, where we'd go through and lube all the cables and the pivots, service your chain, go through it like that. Change the oil, everything like that. So we'll get you a quote on doing the minor service, getting the fork seals replaced along with those brake pads. Like I said, we got the tire on it for you. We'll go ahead and put that battery in it for you, get these carbs all dialed in. I also did notice too, if you look at all these, you can see, turn this flashlight down, you can see cracks on all these intake boots. You can see them. You see that crack right there, and it's kind of going down. That one's not near as bad. You go to the other side and I'll show you here. You can see that one's cracked also all the way down. You can see it kind of all the way down. It's cracked and around there. So I would probably recommend getting these things replaced, because that could cause an air leak and a running issue too with those things being cracked like that. So we'll get you a quote on getting those replaced for you and getting this thing all serviced and ready down the road. Thanks, have a good day.